Shit. Hello, everybody. See if anyone shows up here tonight. I think the one watching is me. I don't know how this works. If it counts me or not. Let's see if anyone shows up tonight. Oh, someone showed up. Let's wait a couple minutes, guys. If anyone's out there, see if anyone wants to join in. Who's gonna come on? A few. Don't be shy, guys. Say hello. Let me know you're out there. Well, this group isn't a shy group, I know, for the most part. Hey, Susie, how you doing? Welcome. Glad to see you. Hey, guys. Hey, Larry, what's happening, bud? You have it as nice this weekend as I did down here, Larry? Man, what a weekend. It was awesome. Not a cloud in the sky for 2 days, about 75 for a high, 78. Great. So a couple more minutes. This is just a spur of the moment, guys. I don't really have anything to talk about. I mean, I have some rants, I guess. Kind of fed up with a lot of stuff. That's why I put therapy, because I'm just going to talk a bunch of crap on here probably and get people upset at me and have other videos made about what I say, maybe. Who knows? But we'll see how it goes. I mean, let's face it, what's there really to talk about? Not a whole hell of a lot. I mean, the video, the New Yorker doc has been talked about to death. What's there to say? I mean, I made my comment on Thor. I think I didn't like, it's not that I didn't like it. It was just the same as every other video we've seen. Nothing there interesting, really. It ended up being a story about two people in their search, for a void in their life, basically, is what it turned out to be. And ended up not even being really about the chase. At least that's what I got from it. And I don't mean that to be harsh. It's just my take from what I saw, the way they produced the video, the documentary. It's just how it came out. Got 5, man. Yeah, slow night tonight. 10 inches of rain. Oh, damn, Larry. Bummer. I must have been whatever the front or whatever you got must have just missed us. We had an incredible couple days here. I mean, really the nicest 2 days of the year, probably. Yeah, probably. Hey, Huli, welcome. Yeah, yeah. It's funny you say a bunch of dopes on. I don't know if you guys have seen Rounders with Matt Damon and Ed Norton. Great movie. I mean, if you like poker, you've seen Rounders probably. But there's a scene where they all go play at the Taj Mahal in Atlantic City, and they all run into each other at the same table and play against each other. That's how I felt when I went to the New Yorker documentary page to leave a comment. I'm going to this all the same jokers on that page. Half the comments are all of us. They have 700,000 subscribers, and the comments are from us. So I thought that was fun. Hey, Greg, welcome to the show. It's not much of a show. Not a whole lot. You had snow, Huli? Oh, for God's sakes, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Wow. Yeah, it was incredible the last 2 days. Went to a science place with the 2 kiddos today. We had a nice little getaway for the day. That was cool. Spent the day over there learning and interacting with exhibits and all that good stuff. Yeah, guys, so I was bored, I was looking around. I know I was watching I watched a video from Barbara, and then I watched Street's video, and I watched Bill's video. I was just like, I was thinking to myself, I'm really fucking tired of this stuff. I mean, I'm sick of it. Yeah, I'm still here, right? I mean, I'm like punishing myself. I don't know what it is, but I am just sick of everything in the chase. Everything's become unwatchable to me. I mean, I'm really tired of, Street and Barbara and Bill and Barbara and Caper and Candy. And oh, for God's sakes, I can't take it anymore. I just, and Barbara and Greg, and sorry, Greg, but it's like, it's just all a bunch of bullshit. I can't take it. And I asked myself, I mean, guys, I say this tongue in cheek, but there's truth behind it. It's like, what the hell are we all doing here? This is insane. Oh, and the other thing, the ha ha ha. I mean, I love, Ben and Alan, they're great, but man, I can't take that either. You know, I don't know what's going on. The chase is over, guys. Why are we still here? What are we doing? Seriously, we got issues that we're still hanging on here watching this because there's nothing to watch. I mean, the one thing that maybe is keeping me around is the fact that the chess is still, Jack hasn't sold the chess as far as we know. I mean, that's the most curious thing in the world. We're coming up on 2 years here in a couple of months, and the guy still has not sold a damn chest. I mean, it's mind boggling, really. I don't get it. That's the one thing I don't get. I don't know. He's waiting for a statute of limitations of some sort. Or he's just holding on until he gets his price. I don't know, but it's all very strange. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? I mean, I don't know why I'm so angry. I mean, right, I don't have to look. I can just walk away, but I can't, damn it. It's that FOMO, that fear of missing out on something, right? But at this point, I mean, no one's got info. I mean, even K-Pros doesn't have info to give us anymore. There's nothing coming out. And the only person that has the info didn't give us any info in that documentary. Well, what was in there? Nothing. It's another one. Oh, Josh and Kendall and Amber, another story. It's like the same stories. I'm tired of hearing all of them from the same people over and over again. I mean, is it me? You guys don't care? No, Juli. I'm on Discord for a bunch of NFT stuff, and the chase, I was on like the first night and first few days, and then I started focusing on my NFT things because I got some project I'm working on for the summer, and I've kind of put that behind on the back burner. I don't know, Juli, about the stat. I mean, I'm just saying reasons possibly that he could be waiting, 2 years. Maybe there's some kind of statute of limitations on a wrongful death lawsuit. Maybe the Sextons, right? I don't know. These are just ideas I'm throwing out there. I haven't researched that to know what the statute of limitations are on a wrongful death. I do think it is maybe 2 years, but I don't know. That's outside my purview. I don't know that. And I haven't even checked. It's mind-boggling that we are still here. No, right, Jack? Jack, what's up, bud? Haven't seen you in a while. I agree. We're nuts, dude. There's something, we need help. Some of us are more nuts than others, right? But we all have our little nuttiness in us. For some reason, we're still here. And I hate to tell these people, but I mean, I think everyone knows that none of these people can get the chest. Bill, Barbara, Dave from back east, Josh Jordan, who else is screaming they got the right solve? None of them are ever going to get the chest. None of them are right. We all know this. Screw that. Everyone's right until bullshit. They're all wrong. Okay. That's the deal. That's the truth. I hate everyone trying to be nicey nice and blowing sunshine up everyone's ass. They're all wrong. God's sakes. Yeah, Jack. I know. The fact that I'm getting so angry at this is proof positive of that. Because I should just not even care, just be gone with it. But for some reason, I don't know. Maybe it's because I know I feel that some of you feel my pain and my frustration. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure some do. But it is the same old crap. There's nothing new, ever. What is the last new thing we've had? Seriously. The last new thing maybe that Justin was $200,000 away from 2 million. That was 1.8. Is that the last thing? That was about 6 weeks ago. Cranky searchers. Yeah, well, I'm super cranky because I go through I do what probably everyone does. You go in the YouTube filter, you type in Forrest Fenn and hit today, right? See what comes out. And today was nothing. It was Barbara and Street talking to each other, Bill talking to Barbara, Josh with his conspiracies. I watched some of David's show, so that was cool. I like watching David's shows, but that was it. The same old crap. It is. I mean, I went to Hidden Riches today, and I looked on the front page, and there was only one thread that was started today, on the front page of Hidden Riches, Hint of Riches. I mean, I posted on Hint of Riches about 6 months ago that it was dying, and it was, but it's a really slow death. I mean, this is like really slow. Is on Hidden of Riches, the same people asking the same questions. I mean, and saying the same wrong things. And I'm not saying wrong because I don't believe them, just wrong because they're wrong, like factually wrong. I don't know, man. What else? What else you got? Anybody else want to vent a little bit? Anyone else fed up? We got, I mean, look, of all people, who gave us news? Well, I mean, I'm not mean this for anything, but it just came to me. I know a couple weeks ago I posted a Carl Summer email. It wasn't really news, but it was something different from someone different, right? Not from the same people. And then Steve Klein, how about him? Looks like he got some emails from Creighton and from was it Preston? Both saying that Fenn's not DB Cooper and Skippy's not DB Cooper. I thought that was really interesting. Good for Steve. That was excellent. I have no reason to doubt those aren't legit emails. I believe the guy. Yeah, that's the thing, man. I don't like, look, there's no doubt. Look, I don't say this as a pat on the back or anything. I just consider myself one of the more rational and objective people, generally, not just in the chase, but generally. But there are a couple of things out there where I could see why someone might believe that there's a chest, but it's just one or two little things, right? When you put the whole thing together, there's no chest. That's it. There's nothing to be found. Is the emerald ring out there? Well, look, let's if you want to believe, the emerald ring could be out there if you want to believe that Jack was part of the auction site and that auction site was telling the truth, right? Because the auction site said that something was left behind. And it would make sense that if the emerald ring's missing, maybe that's what they left behind, right? So is that possible? I guess. But at the end of the day, my money is on there's not shit. There's nothing left behind. Jack's got the chest. No one else is getting it. And that's the end of it. We're never going to have any other. There's no bigger story. There's no, whatever, Holy Grail, 7 cities of gold, nothing. There's none of that. This is the end of it. I mean, Forrest said it. The chase is over. And people just ignore that. Like, I'm just hanging for the information on the solution. I don't know if that'll ever come or not. I mean, I think it's horrible. It's funny. Let me I got to call out Cynthia on this. She talks about how horrible Jack is, right? But shit, Shiloh knows the solution. She's not calling him horrible, right? I mean, why doesn't he come out and tell us all? I don't know, man. The whole thing pisses me off, as you can tell. I don't think that's it's up for question. Yeah, I'm really pissed about it all. I still am. I've been pissed for a long time, but at least for a while, stuff was happening. We were finding about Jack, and did he have a partner? But again, as I say in all my other streams, we get this great information, then just goes away. No one ever talks about it again. What happened to Jack's partner? What's the deal with this guy, right? I mean, what happened to that? We don't know. It never comes up again. Then Ben says he had reason to believe that the pings for the cell phone information from Reddit was incorrect. So he mentioned that a couple times, and then boom, nothing else ever again. We never. What was he basing that on? Oh, you missed Hooli. I this is going to sound harsh, but it's I'm going to be honest. I posted this on Thor. I think my take on the New Yorker documentary was it wasn't even about the chase. It turned into a story about 2 lost souls looking for something out there, not the chest, really, right? For trying to fill some hole in their life, blah, 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 whatever. That's what it turned into. I didn't like it. Yeah, it was well done for a documentary, sure, but there's no information in it. I mean, it did nothing for me, really. I mean, she goes, "Oh, it's pathetic." I mean, she's looking for a fucking twig. Are you kidding me? You can't. I mean, anybody. I mean, that's crazy to me, and I'm a searcher. I mean, imagine what the general public that watched that are thinking. They're thinking this woman's out of her mind. And I get it. We all get it. But I mean, she's looking for a twig. That's crazy talk. Crazy talk. It's not looking for a needle in a haystack. It's like looking for a twig in Yellowstone. That's what it's like, which is a lot harder than a needle in a haystack. I mean, uh, I don't know, man. I think people are out of their mind, and it's an emotional thing. When I say people are crazy, they're not clinically crazy. Obviously, I don't mean that. There are a couple we've had out there that are probably, but generally, when I say they're crazy, they're on their obsessed, right? They have these obsessions and these temporary delusions. I mean, but she came off nuts thinking she's going to find a twig and that she's not going to stop until she finds it. How's she going to find it? They're looking at this picture, the Reddit picture, or I'm sorry, the Medium picture, and they're saying it's two logs. You can't even tell if that one in the back is a log or a stick or what the fuck it is. You can't even tell. And they're calling it a log. I mean, get out of here, man. And then they're convinced that the leaf that's in the picture is an aspen leaf. I mean, what the fuck? And I feel like I'm the only one who feels this way sometimes because people say it, but man, like no one calls these people out. It's because they're like, quote, celebrities, and no one says anything. I mean, it's crazy talk. All of it's nuts. I mean, I'll be the first one to admit I still have my solution, but I'm not going crazy about it. I just have it, and we'll see what happens. Whatever. It'll be proven wrong, most likely, or I'll never know for sure. And that's the way it is. But all these other people, campouts and finally, let me tell you something. Just because you file a pleading doesn't mean that the information's true. Okay, it means it means you believe it to be true, right? I mean, I don't know. David Koresh, he could have filed a pleading in court saying he was God. Doesn't make it so, right? I mean, so there's that. And Bill's convinced, and clearly he doesn't have the right solve. He's in the wrong state. Dave from back east clearly doesn't have the right solve. He's in the wrong state. I'm absolutely certified crazy, but I'm not that crazy. Right, Susie? Exactly. I mean, people still want to chase fame with no reward. I mean, look, Jack, I agree with some people. I honestly believe, look, I've never met Cynthia. I've traded a couple, chats with her, nothing, and Justin the same. But she's broken. I mean, the chase owns her, right? She can't. That's until she can't walk anymore. That's going to keep going. Her problem's deep. It's an emotional thing she's got, and we're all emotional to it. But Cynthia's on a whole nother level, so that's never going to change. Justin seems to have some, clearly he had a tragedy that's driving him, and it's unfortunate. I'm not going to, I'm certainly not poking fun of his tragedy, but it's not really about finding the place. It's about these things much deeper than that. I'm bored needing you have, maybe I'll get out metal detector. Yeah, man. I've never gone metal detecting actually, outside of buying one for my kid when he was 10 and going out to the beach and stuff. I've never really done it. What do you think about Taylor Swift being dragged into this? Well, that's another kook. I mean, who believes this crap? Who believes this? I mean, I'm against pretty much any of the conspiracies, and I know a lot of people out there, and I guess if I'm not making fun of you necessarily if you believe it, but I don't see it. I don't. I'm not a conspiracy guy, and I think it's just, something to hold on to as to a reason why you got screwed, right? It's that I don't know if you guys how well. It's kind of a stupid example. Mulholland Drive and has, anyways. I watched a couple of people read the poem from the book, then Dale read it from a piece of paper. Oh, well, there's certainly theatrical things. I mean, some of them don't. I mean, shit, Forrest couldn't even read it without looking. So it wouldn't surprise me if everyone, a lot of people don't have it memorized. Certainly wouldn't surprise me. But I mean, Forrest never once was able to read the whole poem without screwing it up from top to bottom. Never once. So it wouldn't surprise me if Dale didn't know it. But yeah, the theatrical stuff, Larry, they did Cynthia walking in like, oh my God, it's a shrine, like she didn't know it was there. And I mean, there was definitely some BS in there. Well, yeah, well, I mean, exactly. I mean, I'm in the community and I think we're nuts. Imagine what people outside the community would think. I mean, we're in it and we all think people are nuts in it. And we understand. People outside never could understand it. I mean, my family still thinks I'm crazy, that I'm even as minimal as my involvement is, and believe me, is a lot less than it was even 6, 7 months ago. But my family still thinks it's insane that I even have anything to do with this, you know? And I've definitely cut back. I mean, I don't really watch a whole lot anymore. The getting screwed part is hard, but more for those who spent money. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I spent enough. I mean, I went out to fucking Wyoming 8 times, man. So that was a lot. But it's okay. I mean, I had a great time, so it's cool. I don't, whatever. Yeah, no, I know, Jack. Jack. I know people went a lot more than that, but I'm far from Wyoming, dude. I'm on the East Coast, so it's a haul for me to go. Um, Relatively benign hobby, but still, yeah. But it's not. But it's benign until it's not, and it's not benign for people like Cynthia and Justin. And I mean, that's, I don't know, man. I mean, right? Who am I to say? Right? I get it. I understand the argument. Who am I to say how they live their life? And I'm not. They can live it however they want. It's just my opinion. That's all. Think that's unhealthy. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Running away seems like to me, but whatever. Yeah, yeah, it was great. I had a great time. I mean, my son and I went out there a bunch of times and poked around. Oh man, speaking of which, rest in peace. Some guy, did you guys hear the bad news? Some hiker in Montana got eaten by a grizzly. Huh? Bummer. Sorry to bring everyone down if you didn't know, but yeah, that sucked. Happened, I think, today or yesterday. Those damn grizzly bears, man. They're awesome, but yeah, unfortunate. Mainstream media. Our fault, of course. Yeah, and then it's like the people, the same little quotes that people say about things, and I find myself like, I don't know, probably I'm sure some of you do it. I'll put a YouTube on like in my car and listen like on my drive to work or something, or maybe while I'm at lunch if there's a new one that came out or something. And it's like the same people. I'm listening to my radio and I get like angry and like start yelling at the YouTube because these people are saying shit that I'm just so sick of hearing about. And it's just, I don't know, man. I mean, I agree. I admit I got my own issues to deal with, but I enjoyed every trip I took. I learned something new. Absolutely, Larry. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed every trip too. Oh man, well, flying today when at that science place I took my kids, they had a like a VR flight simulator thing. It was the coolest thing. I've never worn a VR goggles before, and I couldn't believe how lifelike it was. It was amazing. I mean, it was really one of the coolest things I've done in quite a while. And like it's so cool because like you're looking forward, but then if you turn your head, it's not still the forward shot. You're seeing everything that would be around you, like if you were in the sky. It was so cool. What the hell was that? Anyways, you're on the immediate menu. Oh, Grizz menu. Yeah, yeah, that poor dude, man. God, I was scared of that man going out there. My son and I, we were so scared of them. We wouldn't even say the bear word. We had code for the bear. We'd have to call them. We called them raccoons because we didn't even want to say the damn bear word. So, any comments on the from you guys on the documentary or anything I've said or whatever? Anything you want to talk about? Yeah, Holy. My spot was only 500 feet from the street, and there was bear shit all over the place. It's like, oh my god. I mean, they're right there. They go right up to the edge. Saw like four black bears while in all those trips. I never saw grizzly though. Never saw grizz while we were out there. Saw just about every other animal though. Fox, coyote. Didn't see a wolf actually. No wolf. Moose, elk, the usuals, bison. So what do you guys on the DB Cooper? Yay, nay, maybe. I'm a hard no, but that's just me. I know a lot of people believe in that or think it's possible. I mean, I look again? I like Ben, but I think there's something tells me he doesn't really believe it himself. You guys ever get that feeling? And I don't think Alan does it. I think they just like the fun of it, right? I don't think if their life was like if they had a gun to their head, they're not going to say Forrest Fenn was DB Cooper, right? If their life depended on it, I don't think they really believe it. It's more like, well, it'd be cool if it's real. Let's just go out and see if we find anything. I think that's really how they're looking at it. But maybe I'm wrong. None, no connection. Right? Yeah, DAC. I agree. I agree. I mean, at some point, this community, it's got to end, man. So there's a couple meetups, right? Is there one? I heard there's one in the East Coast. I didn't watch the video because really I don't care to watch her video. But where's that at? I know she lived. Didn't she live in Maryland or something? Or Washington? She lives around there. Is that where the meetup is on the East Coast? And then there's a West Yellowstone in June, right? That one, I think Luli's trying to put together. Anybody know? I saw a moose break a snow moose. No way, really? I find it fun diversion. Yeah, see, I think that's really what it is. Diversion. Man, I think it's a way to keep the community going because I mean, there's nothing else. Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah, I guess that's pretty close to Shannon lives. Well, I won't be going there. That's near where Carter lives too. Is he part of it? House husband? And he live in North Carolina? Hey Larry, thanks for stopping in, man. Sorry it's slow tonight. I just don't have a whole lot to say, but I was bored. So anyways, we'll catch you next time, man. She wants to meet up in North Carolina at a commune. Are you serious? Really? A commune? Well, let's see. Raleigh, how far would that be for me to drive? Probably about solid 12 hours. I don't even know. Let's see. I mean, I'm definitely not going, but let's just see how it is, how far it is. Oh, no, not that bad. Only 9 hours. All right. Wow. That's interesting. A commune. No, well. Well, to each their own, right? To each their own. State park camp. Oh, so it's gonna be like a weekend type camp out deal? I see. So it's not just a one night thing, one day, whatever. I know there's a lot of, I mean, I'm not a social person, so I wouldn't even go probably if it was right next door, but there's a lot of Floridians, searchers. Larry, myself, you know, Stephanie lived here. I don't know if Mindy still lives here, but she did. And there are a few, quite a few others, but they've been since left the chase. At least I haven't seen them around anymore. But I remember, you know, back at the AGK peak, counting like 8 or 9 Floridians in the room at one time on a show night. No water, no electricity. That's what this group's about, though, right? DAC. Yeah, only if there's a gold justified. That's funny. Not for me. Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of antisocial enough. I'm damn sure not going to go camping with a bunch of strangers, man. No, no. I mean, not total stranger. I mean, I guess we, you know, we have we're chat friends, but that's about it. Not enough. Not enough for me to go do that. So what else, guys? Come on, give me some controversial opinions. I'm not out here all by myself. Everyone's quiet Sunday night, back to the work week tomorrow. Bah, no one wants to do that. Get up at 6:15, take the kid to work, come back, get the other kid, take the kid to school, I mean, come back, get the second kid, take him to school, then go to work. That's my morning. Come on, guys. Quiet. Say something. No one wants to talk anymore. Holy, what's it about my morning? Yeah. Is that or just for you getting up tomorrow? Monday, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I had a pretty relaxing weekend. I was doing stuff, but it still was felt relaxing. I don't know. My daughter had a soccer game yesterday, and then we did the science thing all day today. Did a little bit of cleaning around here. Did Jack sell the treasure? No, man. Or I don't know if you're a man or sorry, but no, not that I know of. Like I said, we're coming up on 2 years. We're 3 months shy of 2 years. The Kooning stolen art? No, I did not. Holy. I've been really subsumed with this NFT project I'm doing. It's really really taking up my time and my focus. Oh, I don't do Facebook. I joined. I was off for like a year, and I joined for like a month, and I just there was nothing happening. Same guy was posting every time, every night, so I got back out. So I'm not on Facebook anymore. I watch K Pro. I watch Candy. I'll watch Ben. These are all sometimes, not even every time. I'll post on Thor and Reddit on occasion. Harry banned me, by the way. Harry's lost his damn mind. Used to be such a good forum there, man. Hey, Dizzy Dean, welcome. Hooli, no, I'm not an artist, but I'm running it. I'm like I'm not the fighter. I'm like Don King, right? I'm putting it all together. That's what I'm doing. I got an artist. I got a developer. I've got a Discord manager. Wait, what? What? Sorry, I was talking to my son. Huh? Camera's not on. Don't worry. See, he's shy like his dad. He comes out, he's like, is the camera on? I said, no, camera's not on. But yeah, so I've that's taken me away from any of the chase stuff. I mean, really, one of the more entertaining videos, I gotta tell you, is Dave. I mean, he's out of his skull, but you know, he's entertaining as hell. I don't know why I like watching his videos. They crack me up. The actual factual Forrest Fenn true solve. Shiloh. Shiloh, the bad guy. Exactly, Holy. That's the plan. I mean, it could be a colossal failure, just like the chess was, but can't stop trying. Anything to get me out of what I've been doing for 20 years. That's for damn sure. But I'm pretty excited about it. There's highs and lows and a lot of nervousness, but hopefully it'll work out. I mean, we'll see. I got a good team of moderators, I think. So I just got to find like a collab manager, and I'll be in business. Looking to launch around July, so I may come out here on the videos and pimp my NFT. Thank you. So Dizzy Dean, what news you got? What's happening? Hey, by the way, I don't know where I saw that Ralph Taylor is Granite Granny. Is that true? Did you guys hear that? I'm sure you heard it, but did anyone know if that's actually true? I mean, it would make sense because I'm assuming Ralph Taylor is the Ralph that was on the Brutal Truth. I'm assuming those two are the same, or maybe they're not. I don't know. Greg, you still there? It's Ralph Taylor. He gets upset very easily. Jack sold the bracelet. I missed that one. See, I have been away. I thought he gave it back to Forrest. Forrest had it on in the pictures and everything. Okay, I'm gonna ask Hooli. I mean, anyone can jump in, but I trust Hooli because she's pretty objective from what I've seen over the years. Yeah, yeah. But Hooli, do you think Ralph is Ralph Taylor? Ralph from Brutal Truth is Ralph Taylor? Those could be the same, right? Because man, he got really upset on that stream with Greg. He was pissed, and he was pissed at me too, and some other people. I mean, people can't take a little criticism. I don't even suspect anything. Yeah, you're smart, Dizzy. Oh, sold to F. Oh. Well, shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I know. I was asking Hooli to answer because I trust her. She won't say it's fact unless it truly is fact. This is what I want to ask, but anyone can answer. Greg broke up with Ralph. Yeah, yeah. See, I think that Ralph is Ralph Taylor, but yeah, I don't know. I don't. I was with you. Although, if you some of the comments Gallatin has responded to me, he's come off pretty assholeish. But you know, well, maybe that's just me. Maybe I bring out the best in. Okay, back to what I've been trying to ask. So we know Cynthia has a source. Now everyone is a lot of people assume it's Shiloh. Obviously, people assume that. But I remember Cynthia said that the person she met and got information from was the person she had been wanting to meet for a long time. So clearly that's not Shiloh. So, Hooli, my question, if you know, do we know who, for a fact, who Cynthia's source is? Do we know for a fact who Cynthia's source is? Or no? I know people suspect it's Shiloh, but I'm not convinced it's Shiloh. I really don't think so. Yeah, see, exactly. We don't know. Yeah, see, just things don't add up still, man. Really frustrating. Because it's like if what she's being told is accurate, then why the hell don't they just come out and tell us, right? I mean, why wouldn't Shiloh just tell us if it's true what she's saying? Why wouldn't he just say yes? That's it. What's the damn difference at this point? Right, exactly. And she said for a long time. So I had my thoughts, but I couldn't really pinpoint anybody. Who's just calling me? My phone is like it's probably my son. My phone's not working. This phone is ass. I bought it brand new a couple months ago. Hello, hold on, guys. Hello. Shit. What the fuck? Sorry, guys. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm on a live stream. No, it was Waldemar. I don't. Yeah, but I don't remember the street number. Oh, okay, then look it up. Just go on Google Maps and go look. Hello. Let me know about practice, please. I need to make plans. Bye. Okay, that's my very sometimes very irresponsible 26-year-old I want to strangle, but I love him. Carl, possibly. Yeah, that's one of the guys I thought of, Hooli. I thought it might have been Carl. So let me ask another question. A yes or no. Do you believe that the family or Carl or whoever? Okay, let's put it this way. Let's start with this question. One, do you believe the person giving Cynthia the information is truly connected? And two, if so, do you think the information they're giving her is accurate, or are they actually screwing with her? Yeah, exactly. Holy. Yeah, but he wouldn't be, if it's her, there's no way he's giving information without the family's consent. No way. No way. Because the way she talks in these videos, she's just so matter of fact. Like this is like, she's talking about the location and this and that, like it's fact, and it's just not. Hello? See, I was gonna say 2,400. I was close. You're not even close. Your number was nowhere close to 2,500. All right. Yeah. So, uh, the way she talks about it is so matter of fact. Like this is the area where it was found, and blah blah blah. She said something else. Like, I forgot what it was in that documentary, or maybe it was one of her blog videos. Oh, it's confirmed that he found it in October. So now to her, it's confirmed it was found in October, yet the website tells us August. If you believe the website, I don't know, man. Carl would never answer any questions from me, given his professional relationship. Sal, he has answered a couple of questions. I mean, I've sent him a couple emails he's answered. And I know he told me basically that he tries to answer emails that he can't answer. So maybe yours were just too specific and he didn't feel comfortable answering or something. I don't know. But he actually did tell me in his first email that he tries. I said when he answered, I said, "I'm surprised you answered me. Thank you." And then he replied, "I try to answer most emails if I can," or something to that. I'm paraphrasing, but something to that effect. So he's involved. I mean, he does answer emails, and I'm not saying I'm special. He does for a lot of people, I'm sure. And mine was, I mean, he basically just confirmed that it was in Wyoming. It says he said anything contrary to what's in the affidavit is false. He was very, very blunt, very direct. Well, yeah, yeah, I agree, Hooli. There's just too many things that, man, I don't know. Like, okay, again, the whole things go away and never get mentioned again. That email with the header that said Jonathan Stoof. I mean, that's never been discussed again after the night K-Pro talked about it. That's a pretty big deal. I mean, no one's taking it on themselves to check that out and look at it, or I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about it. Oh yeah, right, Sal. Yeah, exactly. I was saying, yeah, he does answer people. Yeah. No, I would not email him that. No, no. The first time I emailed him, the first time I emailed him, I asked him if he had any knowledge of the auction website. He said he didn't know anything about it, or something to that effect. Basically, he didn't know about it. And the second time was the video I just made a couple weeks ago, where I asked him six or seven things. Barbara solved the poem, if Gorman solved the poem, if Dave from back east solved the poem, if it was in Montana, if it was in Colorado, if it was in New Mexico. And if it was within the state of Wyoming as we know it today, within the borders of the 44th state of the Union, or I asked him very specific. And he said, that's when he said, yes, it's in the state of Wyoming. Well, you saw my video, right? That's the second email. And the first one, I don't think I made a video of it. I may have posted it on, I think I definitely posted it on Thor. I don't think I made a video about the first email though. But he said he did not know about the website. In fact, I'll try to see if I can find the exact email. Let me see. See what he says. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up and I'll read it to you. I mean, it's really nothing. But it was for September is when I emailed him. Do you have any information regarding that website? Oh, I'm writing regarding the forestfendtreasure.com website. Do you have any information regarding that website that you would be willing to divulge? And then he put, I am not familiar with that website. Sorry, I can't help. So that was that. The Jack Stoof email. Oh, yeah, Jack. Yeah, I got a few Jack emails also. Some which I definitely found curious. The one I asked him 5 questions and he only sent back answers to 3 of them and just ignored the other 2. He didn't even say he wouldn't respond. He just ignored them altogether. I found that curious. I asked him if he or did he direct anyone to put that post on Thor way back when they said this is the only time I'll post here. I'm the finder. Forrest told me there was a father-son team behind me. That post on Thor, he said he had nothing to do with it. And he said he didn't direct anyone to post it either. That was another thing he said. He told me he didn't think the scrapbooks had hints. I asked him if he had to cross any type of state border from his car to the spot. He refused to answer it. Now, if it was 9 Mile Hole, wouldn't he just answer no? Right? Let's think about this. So I had forgotten about that. So he's already admitted, he's already said it's all in Wyoming, right? So if he didn't have to cross a state line, how would that narrow it down? But if he did have to cross a state line from his car to the spot, that could certainly give away where the location might be, no? I don't know. It just seems like if he didn't cross a state line, it was something he could have just said no to, no problem. And it would not have helped anybody get any closer. But he didn't. He refused to answer, or he just didn't answer. And I asked him if page 99 had any hints, and he didn't answer that one. It was like I asked him 5 questions, and then he answered my other 3, I think, and he didn't answer those 2. Again, because remember, he said that in the text of My War for Me, he didn't find any hints. But not the illustration is in My War for Me, but that's not part of the text of My War for Me. What you think? Anyone out there? No one's engaging tonight. There's only 11 people, but well, 10. I think I'm one of the 11. Am I alone here, guys? What do you think about that comment? Yeah, I mean, I wasn't that in the context though of him realizing people could get in trouble. I think he was just saying like in that context, right? Or no? You know, I don't know, man. Oh, I see. No, so maybe. I mean, I'm not Sal. I'm not. That falls in kind of conspiracy. I mean, I understand what you're saying. It can sort of sound like that at times. I don't buy it though. But that's cool. You can believe it. Carrie, you're asking me where my search area was? Northeast entrance. There's a lot of people who have looked at it and said, "Oh, they don't like it." No one's really told me an objective reason why it's wrong, but that's fine. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what I think. It's certainly better than Wyoming means flat grasses or whatever. That's just sorry, guys. That's untenable. And Jack answered me a few times. Can't remember what else I asked him. I mean, I think I pretty much gave it to the community every time I got something, but that's right at my area. So as you're looking out, you're looking north on this picture. As we look at the picture, you're looking to the, a little off east of north, but basically north. Highway 212 is right behind those. So behind you have the foreground of little pine trees here. On the other side, about, I don't know, 30 yards or so, there's the creek, Soda Butte Creek, and then another 100 feet or something like 200 feet is the Highway 212. And then to the left, as you're looking at the picture, to the left, there's woods. It's a whole big wooded area. That's where I thought the chest would be, at the end of under a downed pine tree, the stump of a pine tree. But this is the spot. Yeah, it's a great spot. It's really nice. And this was October like 13th of 2019. Yeah, October 13th of 2019. Yeah, Sal, that's what kind of what I'm thinking. I think he wasn't saying it for him. I don't think he really cares. I mean, maybe he does care. It's hard to tell. But in any event, I mean, he's gone. They should release the solution. I'm sorry. I mean, I went through your head. Whatever your faith is and what you believe, the worst thing that would happen is you die, you see him in heaven, and Shiloh, you should have said that. Shiloh could say, "I'm sorry, Grandpa," and that'd be the end of it, right? I mean, they should release the solution. And if that's not what they believe, then even more so, right? I mean, if you believe in karma, look at the karma you're giving to thousands of people, or you could be getting much better karma by giving us what we need instead of staying true to some word. I don't know. But I get it. I mean, if I told my dad or grandpa would say something, I probably wouldn't either. Yeah, there's Yellowstone, Soda Butte Creek, northeast, straight ahead about maybe off to the right a little bit, but basically about 700 feet from here is the northeast entrance. Yeah, it's a nice. This is a nice shot. It was like the second snow. It snowed a week or two before this, and then it snowed like the week I got there. But it was a really nice day this day. The water was already icing up a little bit along the shore and the banks of the creek. Yeah, I mean, all the talk about second chest and this and that has made me want to go back to the spot, and just for my own closure, but I'm not going to. I don't think. Yeah, the state line actually crosses right through the creek right there where you see it. So how'd what work, Silent? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're referring to. Yeah, the state line crosses right through the middle of the creek, I think, basically, with that on the other side being obviously Montana. I mean, Sal, yeah, I don't, could be, I don't know. I mean, I like my spot, but doesn't mean, I'm probably wrong. I'm sure, I mean, it's almost certain that I'm wrong at this point, but I'm not, I'm personally not looking for spots. That's definitely something I'm not doing. I want an answer as to where it was, period. I don't really care. I mean, I like the story, but I don't really care. Just tell me where the spot was. That's all I want. And I don't need the answers to the clues either. I don't care. I want to know the spot. Once you know the spot, all the answers will be obvious, I think, or at least pretty obvious. Yeah, Cook City is just about 4 miles east of here. Stayed there a bunch. It was a really cool little town. Oh, sure, Dizzy. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Is the chase over, Silent? Hell yeah, it's over, man. It's been over for a year and a half, more than that, a year and 9 months. It's over. But here we are. Here we are. Yeah, this is kind of close where Alan Kelly starts. He's down in Lamar, so you take Soda Butte back there to not Soda Butte, 212 left and go about, I don't know, 10 miles or something like that. You'd rather know the clue solutions? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess because then I'd have the spot, so I'd have both. I mean, I guess from a well, from a you know logical perspective, yeah, I guess that's really the right answer. Why not? Because I'd get both. I'd get what I want plus the clues. So sure. I guess that's right. Yeah. See, he took the reason out why he hit it there because it's too personal. I mean, how personal is 9 Mile Holes, really? I mean, he fished there with his grandpa. No, man. This to me, this is about Vietnam. Dizzy, I don't know if you've been there, but man, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So Sal, yeah, too personal. embarrassing, or even maybe, yeah, it could mean those things. Um, absolutely. But again, I don't think. Yeah, I'm convinced this was all tied to Vietnam because one, I have. It's a few reasons. Obviously, the importance of Vietnam, but there's other things. If you look at the remember he released the sketch of him being rescued with the karst and all that. That comes into play here, at least in my area. Um, from the sky, it has a shape of the karst where he hit in Vietnam. Um, I think. Oh, and I'm a believer of that the answers to the clues takes you on a path of 555 from your car to the chest back to the car is 3 5s. That's the time he was shot down in Vietnam. That's why the number 50 is in the and hidden in page 99. Hold on, no soda tonight. No, no soda. It's 10 o'clock at night. Are you crazy? No. All right, sorry guys. But 555, and that goes back to when he talked about it's like climbing the Washington Monument. If you look at the Washington Monument, it's 555 feet. So there's other scrapbook where he talks about 50 and he goes, we ran another 5 to be victorious. Karst is definitely very important. So if you see in my picture, you have 2 dark trees right up front in the foreground, and then you have a brighter green one just to the right. That's kind of on a cliff edge there. Behind that one is like a rock wall and it extends out towards the creek. It's kind of all in snow. So behind the 2 trees in the foreground, behind them, you'll see white something. That's the rock wall. So if you look at the picture, if you look at this from the sky, this would be the karst. And then over here to the left would be where they found them and they picked them up, which would be in these woods. So that was my take on it. And my take was that the Omegas were his was two his let's say his I guess metaphoric or figurative death in Vietnam, because he came back like a changed man. So like the old Forrest died in Vietnam. That's Omega 1. Omega 2 is his actual death. My take on that. And that's what all these showers and baths, it all represents baptism. And when he's talking about the bathroom, that means the spot where the chest is. So a hollowed out tree stump is actually the bath, and that's he's got to be entombed, right? You got to be inside something to be entombed. Well, that would be the tree, hollowed out tree. Show me somewhere 9 Mile Hole where he's going to be entombed. No, there wasn't anywhere around there to be entombed. That's the thing. A solution's got to fit every single little thing we've heard about. The right one. If you don't even read anything, read my word for me. Yeah. But I don't know. Agree, that's silent. Yeah, silent. Well, I agree with that. I agree with that. The problem is 10 of us all think we're the ones who gave the solution. That's funny. I mean, Forrest said it would eventually come out because I think Forrest knew someone else knew it. That's why I think he said that. Not because his family was going to put it out or anything. And people discount that as a possibility, but it fits. They said eventually it'll come out because he knew whoever knew it would put it out there. Hey, Gallatin, welcome. Talking about all kinds of stuff. My 9 Mile Hole stinks. We're talking about my spot. We're talking about Vietnam. I raged earlier about certain YouTubers and the state of the chase, how it sucks, and I'm tired of it, and I've had enough, and everything is unwatchable for the most part. So, no answers. I agree, DAC. It just falls apart. It falls apart quickly. So apparently, put in below the home of Brown is crossing. Okay, am I right in this? That the 9 Mile Hole saw put in below the home of Brown is crossing the river. Am I right about that? Is where to enter the water? If that's the case, what tells you to park? Gallatin, yes. That's what I've been saying. That's what I said my whole first 15 minutes on here tonight. It's just there's nothing to watch. It's the documentary maybe tipped me over the edge because there was nothing to it. Oh, hey Sherry, welcome. Glad you're here. Yeah, so it was nothing new. And like everyone was saying about how good it was. I'm like, that sucked. What's good about it? And then I just went on about how everyone, I'm tired of the same old everyone fighting with everybody, and Street and Barbara and Bill and Candy, everyone's arguing, and K-Pro and the DB Cooper, and it's just none of it. I can't swallow any of it anymore. So I just kind of came on here and ran a little bit. And it's not, well, maybe it's personal to some of those people, but not to all of them. It's just it's not for me. The DB Cooper, nothing against Ben and Allen. That just not for me. I can't watch it. I really like those guys. Ben has an entertaining show usually, but I can't get into the Cooper. And these big conspiracies about what's going on, the bigger story, and no, I just don't believe in any bigger story or anything else. I think I want to believe there's a second chest out there. I want to believe, that the chase is continuing, but there's just no evidence to support that. It just isn't. I mean, Forrest said it was over. What do you think, Gallatin? Where are you at with it all? Oh, I just got a little pop up on my Facebook. Doja Cat says she's quitting music. Does anyone give a shit? I don't. The game is the same. All they're doing is giving hints. See, Silent, I don't agree. What's the prize then if the game's the same? What's the prize? Biggest question with 9 Mile Hole. Where? What do you mean, where at 9 Mile Hole? Well, I think it's, well, personally, I think there's bigger questions than where. I mean, I just think it's flat out wrong, but yeah. No hints. Yeah, it's just rambling. I mean, look, I think, and I think there's murmurs of it, but I think it's felt across community. This is like there's nothing to talk about anymore. Yeah, I mean, even Carrie, see? I mean, I know Carrie's a 9 Mile Hole person, but even he's done. I missed along the way. Yeah, I mean, that's cool, Gigi. But I mean, Thor's dead. No one, people aren't watching these other shows. Where's the water high, Sherry? Yeah, I don't know. But then you ask yourself why. Yeah. Well, Gallatin, at least you're not out looking for a twig in Yellowstone National Park and 90,000 acres or however big it is. I don't even know. I mean, oh, you know what? Does anybody, again, obviously it didn't matter, but did it bother anyone even just a little bit when Justin said he developed some software that followed Forrest's ticks or whatever to try to see if he gave a tell while he was talking? Did that bother anybody? It kind of bothered me. I mean, I know there aren't rules or anything, but still, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like it's the way like the mind of a very scheming type of mind would work and think of. I mean, I know Justin's a computer guy, so maybe that's at the forefront of his mind, I guess, but it just seemed a little underhanded way to go about it. I don't know. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that. I mean, whatever. He's not breaking any laws or anything. And like I said, he searched 800 days and didn't find shit. So the chat hosts know nothing. Yeah, DAC. I mean, I think Capro knows some stuff, and I don't think she purposely says wrong information. I mean, maybe she does. I don't know, but I just think the people telling Capro and Cynthia stuff aren't telling the truth. Yeah, silent. I don't. I'm not playing that game though. If it's continuing, I'm out. I'm not playing any more game. Yeah, right. Justin creeps me out, especially his cameras at 9 Mile Hole. Logic instead of human interpretation. I don't know if it's logic. It's just computer interpretation now instead of human interpretation. If he uses that software, clearly it did nothing for him. So yeah, the cameras is kind of. I mean, those two have license plates that say TTOTC. What the? I mean, sorry guys, I don't know. I don't know. And the dog, Tucker, the bronze sniffing dog. Oh, good lord. And Amy's totally disappeared. No videos, nothing. I heard she took. I guess she took her down videos down, left a couple up. And the one she leaves up is the one Justin's all lying in. I don't get it. I mean, the bottom line is people are just generally full of crap. you know, in this chase, I mean. A few of us were just discussing games over, just keeping the community watching. The end is coming. Silent, I don't think so, man. When? Why is there something coming? It's been almost 2 years. Why hasn't it come already? A few of us were just discussing Pirates by Jack as a point of reference. Yeah. Yeah, we heard Forrest talk about that in one of the interviews. Yeah, Sal, I guess so. No, no, I don't think so. I think the reason, I don't think for any reason, in my opinion. I think the reason is what makes it sad because it's an impossible task. Night, love you. It's just no. I mean, I just don't understand. I guess, but it is definitely a luxury, Holy. That's true. But I think the reason does play a part. I think it does matter. It's not even in their control. You see, the chase controls them. That's the problem. No, we're not throwing stones at Solves Gallatin. We're throwing stones at people looking for something that's not there, or for people, or not. I'm throwing stones at people looking for a twig in the middle of the woods of Yellowstone National Park. I don't care. It's ridiculous, in my opinion. I feel strongly about that. And instead of, I don't know, instead of people saying, "Oh, let them they get enjoyment," I think someone needs to talk to them, get their whatever, get back with their life. It's not healthy what they're doing. I mean, wasn't Cynthia married while this, and she ended up getting divorced too? Just saying. And Cynthia gets a pass too because she's Cynthia. If Bill Gorman was doing what Cynthia was having, everyone here would be ripping him a new one. That's a fact. That is a fact. Since it's Cynthia, oh well, she's a woman and this, and she's celebrity Cynthia, so everyone's kind of pity party on her. I understand. Of course, it's ridiculous. It's not even a matter of seem. It's factually ridiculous. Yeah, I look exactly. This isn't even opinion, really. It's a fact. It's ridiculous. The mission is ridiculous. If you get enjoyment out of it, fine, but the actual mission is ridiculous. And you know what's going to happen? I could put that stick on the ground right next to them. They pick it up, look at it, and be, "Oh no, it looks like it, but it's not it," and then throw it right back down. I mean, it's insane. And I really don't know why it upsets me so much, but it does. I don't know why. I think maybe it upsets me so much because it doesn't seem like anyone else is saying it or seems to believe that. Maybe that's why it upsets me. I mean, it's literally a stick. I mean, you tell someone that they would think you were joking, right? I mean, they would swear you were joking. That there's no way someone could be out there, or forget the stick, something maybe even a little bigger, like the spot the chest was at. Even Dale said she'd hate me if I told her what I was really thinking, or something like that, because it's nuts. It's an obsession that's gone beyond, just fun. It's way over the top. God, I can't wait to go to work tomorrow. Oh, puke. And then she gets on there. There's another thing. She gets on there saying, "I would never do that to another searcher." Really? How come she hasn't told us shit? I mean, it's just talking out of both sides of her mouth. Oh, it's a beautiful place, Gallatin. Yeah, I would too, Hooli. I agree. But see, when you're doing something as pointless at that, I find it hard to believe that there's true enjoyment, because it's just failure after failure. I don't see how much true enjoyment she can really get at this point out of it. It's an easy way to cover up the obsession by saying that it's fun and I get enjoyment, but I don't know about that. I question that. NDA, Susie? And what do you mean? Oh, why Cynthia hasn't said anything? Yeah, you know what? I don't care if she signed an NDA. I mean, who's giving her the information? I want to know that. And of course, this is coming from, oh man, what happened to my stretchy thing? Oh man, my back scratcher broke. This is horrible. Oh no. I'm gonna have to order some new ones. Cynthia not talking, maybe. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I guess it's possible. Still, though, still, I'm sorry. For what? For this Netflix, that crappy Netflix documentary? Come on. I mean, how much they could they have paid her for that? Couldn't have been that much. I mean, what say you guys? I ordered these little back scratchers. It comes like a pack of four from Amazon, and they're so good. But my kids grab them, and I lost. Now this last one broke. It's a 5 pack, like telescoping, so they stretch out. I use them because my window blinds are too far from my couch. So if I see a car pull up or something, I use them, stretch out the back scratcher, and I slide the window blinds to the side so I can see who's out there. Yeah, I'm gonna order them. They have like little bear claws on the end, and they stretch out, and they're multicolored. These are perfect. Buy another. I really stepped back with my Amazon, man. I've been getting packages. I don't even know what's in them at this point. I've been ordering like one every couple of days. Like just small stuff, you know, $8, $9, but still it's a little bit much. I gotta chill out. H boss. Hooli, I'm with you, Hooli. The saddest part of the fine for me was to not have the valid excuse to spend the money to go out on that crazy, wonderful wilderness. Why assume? Well, I don't know. I mean, why else would you betray 1,000 other searchers? Not that she owes us anything. I mean, she doesn't even know us, so I guess betray is not the right word, but you know what I mean. She's sitting there talking all pure about how she can't believe Jack wouldn't tell us to solve, but yet she's not saying anything. So in order to do that, I assume money is the motivating factor. Because if it's not, what else could it be? Is it chested heritage? I don't know. I mean, if it was Jack's goal to get the least possible amount for this chest, he has succeeded. Because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is going on with Jack. Has anyone emailed him in a while? She knows nothing, John? Why do you say that? Because you're solved somewhere else? That's usually why people say she doesn't know anything. So I'm guessing you think the solve was somewhere else than 9 Mile Hole, which I agree with you. I don't think it was a 9 Mile Hole either. Get a metal selfie stick. No, I do scratch my back though with it too. That's funny. I believe it may have gone to Texas. I mean, that's plausible. I mean, it may not have, but it's certainly plausible. It was taken there to be examined and appraised. I don't know if I'm going to leave this one up or not. Let me delete this one. It was 9 Mile Hole, but not that one. Different 9 Mile Hole. Where's the other 9 Mile Hole? Yeah, Gallatin. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I asked K Pro a while. I don't know, not that long ago, about a month ago. She said she thought it was being sold soon, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it is already sold. Seems like that's something that Jack would want known if he sold it, though. Don't you think? It's like, leave me the hell alone, people. I don't have it anymore. You guys watched any of the Copper Dan and Packer Jack show? I haven't watched it, but I was just curious. They given any information themselves? I mean, I guess I would have heard it through K-Pro if they had, or through Candy somewhere else. But I don't really watch that one. I mean, Gigi, I think it's certainly possible that it was sold and kept quiet. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, there's nothing surprising anymore in this chase. The new buyer might inherit problems. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, they could keep it, maybe the buyer signs some kind of confidentiality. So you could have like, Shiloh could come out and Jack saying the chest has now been sold to an unknown buyer or whatever. Or we're not releasing his name or whatever. But then again, they don't really tell us a whole lot, anyways. Has anyone ever wondered? I mean, I know we're a year and a half in now, but does anyone ever wondered why the family and Jack did not fight or appeal that order requiring them to disclose Jack's name? Why they just decided to cave? I mean, I don't recall that ever really being discussed a whole lot. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but they skipped this last week. Oh, because of the New Yorker thing. Or chase mushrooms. I mean, yeah, because I'm not really trying to make fun of everybody, but I just like someone comes on here, I'm probably talking page 99, or I'm complaining, or I'm talking about Northeast entrance, right? Well, I go around the dial, I check the usual suspects. I go to Bill, he's talking about Moses. I go to Barbara, she's talking about a picnic and the prank and the spoof writer, right? So all these catchphrases everyone uses. I go to Street, he's talking about Barbara suing him or how he wanted to get sued. Who else? Go to Shy Guy, he's talking about conspiracy, AGK, and there's fake LLCs and all over the country. I go to Candy, she's talking about the Holy Grail and the seven cities of gold. I go to Ben, he's talking about DB Cooper. It's like, oh, it's all the same. It's all the same. There's nothing new for anyone to contribute, myself included. I put myself in the same group. I mean, that email from Carl, that's the only thing new I've had to contribute in for a long ass time. If I have a cool idea here and there about something or something that contradicts something, I'll put it out there. But generally, I don't have anything. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that answers it. Well, Sal, I had a theory on that. I mean, if the Sexton, if we're playing this, he moved the chess game, right? When he found it in 2019. I mean, the Sextons could at least maybe get past a motion to dismiss. I don't know if they could win a case, but they could certainly get past the preliminary stages for on a wrongful death suit, perhaps against Jack, and you know, depose him and get all the answers everybody wants. But on the other side of that, I mean, I guess technically he could maybe plead the fifth when you start asking him about where it was, because if it was in Yellowstone, then he could, it could maybe be a crime, and so he could plead the fifth. So maybe we don't get any answers that way. I don't know. I'm just talking off the top of my head. Sure, Gallatin. Yeah, anything can happen. Well, Forrest had died by that time, but right, because he didn't disclose his name until December 7th. Forrest was already gone September 7th. Um, but yeah, they could have worked around. They could have appealed the order, made it drag out. They could have maybe agreed to tell the judge in confidence. There's a couple of things they could have done, but I guess like Hooley's saying, Jack didn't push to have his name confidential, so I guess he didn't really care that much. Oh yeah, I know, Julio. I got you. It makes sense though. I mean, you know, Jack is not a dummy. He knows he had the option to appeal that or try to keep it confidential if he really wanted to. So it makes probably he probably didn't care that much. So what else? Where are we at? 11. They were rescued a few weeks before in the same area. No, but the point, well, yeah, that's the caveat. But the point is, he wouldn't even have been out if the chest wasn't in the location, right? So if Jack finds the chest and moves it, and he discloses, and it's disclosed that he found it and moved it, no people wouldn't go out and look for it, right? If it was proven. I mean, normal people, not like us that are still around looking for something that's looking for no chest, for God's sakes. But I'm just saying it's an angle. It's an angle. Perhaps one that could get you at least into a deposition. But yeah, the argument would be, well, he wasn't even in that area, so it doesn't even matter. That's the argument. And the counter would be, well, if I knew the chest had been moved from the spot, I wouldn't have left my house. Right. I don't know what area they were found in. I think it was it by the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone? I don't know. Do you think the lawsuits are holding it up? No, I don't. I think that's a BS excuse. Statute of limitations. Yeah, I mean, I brought that up earlier, John. I mean, perhaps I haven't done the research on that for the federal statute or for Wyoming or wherever we're at. But yeah, I mean, it could be a 2-year statute of limitation that they're waiting for, a wrongful death statute of limitation. Um, so it could be it. But again, what does that have to do with selling the chest? I mean, maybe a fraudulent transfer. I mean, I don't know. Oh, they were in Dinosaur, Hooli? Oh, I didn't remember. I mean, if Jack did find it, no one's going to convince me he left it in the same spot. Sorry, never going to believe it. I will never believe it. If he found it, he moved it. And he's just lying because there's no way anyone could prove he moved it, first of all. So the only way it could be proven if Forrest went out there. And we know he did it. And he couldn't send anyone else out there because then they would know the spot. So Jack had him by the balls. That if that's the case, the chest was moved for sure. Just like the auction website said it was. The last death was in Dino. Okay. So Hooley's right. Exactly, Sherry. I'll never believe that. I just want to know what the blaze is. Down tree. Yeah, Gallatin. Because one, let's say it's 9 Mile Hole, right? One, he knows for a fact other people are searching there. In fact, he knows for a fact DG was searching right there, right along that creek, um, and just tons of other searchers were in the 9 Mile Hole area. Two, he had mentioned that he had seen people in that area, and that was, that wasn't a good sign. So it wasn't even like it was empty there. Like he had seen people there before. So there's no way. And there was a fake blaze. So he knows people are around. You think he's going to leave it right there? Not a chance. Not a chance. Not a chance. Yeah, Sherry, I've seen he said that a few times, which was always intriguing because he amped the frequency of saying that but toward the end. And it definitely fits with the fact of Jack finding the chest around the time where Forrest started saying it, I think. I mean, I can't even remember. I'd have to look it all up. But now I see what you're saying. I see you're saying the chest had not moved, and you're implying, I think, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're implying that he just means the chest didn't move on its own. I mean, I see what you're saying. I don't know. Because if someone moves it, then the chest has moved. It doesn't matter how it moved. So it's either a flat out lie or he just didn't know. But he definitely said it more than a couple. He said, like, I think I would venture guess in that last winter from like October until it was found, he probably said it 4 or 5 times. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Could have been two or three, but it was a few times, how I remember. And in the statement, he said the June 6th statement. I think he says like where he found it was where the chest was placed, where Forrest left it, or something. Or what was that statement? The chest was there until he came up on it. But that still would be true, and it still could have been moved, and that would have been a true statement. But any possibility to me that Forrest intentionally lied kind of went out the window with that audio that Cynthia put up when he was talking about changing emails and he didn't want to get any more emails. How he said, I don't want to lie to the people, right? Something so silly about emails. Like, sure, he could lie about that. No one would give a shit, right? But he didn't want to lie about that. So he certainly wouldn't want to lie about something substantive having to do with the chase. So I'm pretty much I have accepted that in my mind, Forrest didn't intentionally lie about anything with the chase. He may have made a mistake. but it would have been unintentional, in my opinion. For a little while there, I thought maybe he could have lied intentionally, but I don't think so. Oh, here's why my thing broke. Let's see if I can fix it. Oh, shit. Oh. Covered in leaves and such, and some rocks. Yeah, which could have been true when Jack did find it. It was where Forrest placed it 10 years ago, but then Jack moved it. Unless he worded it differently, I can't remember the wording. He may have said until June 6th. I don't think he did. Oh, shit. Okay, so under a canopy of stars, right? That'll come up. Song by Meadows End, Under a Canopy of Stars. Uh-oh. Oh, Forest Film. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it says it was under a canopy of stars in the lush forested vegetation of the Rocky Mountains and had not moved from the spot where I hid it more than 10 years ago. See, he could have found it at the spot he hid it and then moved it. It still would fit that statement. The bottom line is there's no way Forrest could be sure that chest wasn't moved at all. He just can't, period. Because he even said in earlier interviews, well, I guess if the IRS doesn't want him, the guy doesn't want the IRS to know him, I won't know about it. So he is admitting there's no way either he can there's no way he can be sure about anything. So there's no way he could be sure it wasn't moved. The GPS, Shiloh came in and said the GPS was not a conspiracy. I thought he said there wasn't an intervention. I disagree, Sherry. It had not moved. Does not specify on its own. It could that could mean by any way. If you pick up in front of me, you pick up my laptop and walk away with it, I can't say the laptop has not moved. It did move. You moved it, but it moved. Doesn't have to be on its own, right? I mean, we respectfully disagree. Carbide rock drill head made the stars. They are overhead. And look, the stars have something to do with it. You go to scrapbook 104, I believe. I think that's an important scrapbook. My boss is gone this week. That's kind of nice. So should be a pretty chill week. Usual baseball and soccer with the kids. Come on, guys, we're fading here. We'll have to cut out here. I've exhausted the stuff I have to say, I think. What we got going on here? I'm just a lurker. Yeah, Silent. I mean, I'm sure you've been around. I don't recall seeing you though, but I'm glad you came out to say hello. $151 or $152. I'd have to go back and read those. I don't remember those off the top of my. Was one of those about the court when he goes to court and can't lie and has to take back his oath or give? I'm trying to remember the numbers. I've got the list over here somewhere, but I still want to dig it out and being lazy. Oh shoot. Let's see. 151. Here it is. My book's never too far. Astronomical approach to solving the poem. A young boy and a phone operator. 252. That was near the end. Which one was that? Was that the last one? What do you all make of the gems being removed? Another. Hey, I know Leroy is Jeremy, but is that the same as Jeremy Parnell? So anyone can answer that for me? I can get my people straight. All about stars. That's those scrapbooks, yeah. Well, that's under 104. In my opinion, 104 it starts at the top of a tree and works all its way to the bottom to the trunk. And then he shows a book with a bunch of signature from famous people. Those are the stars. You got to take a look at it. What do I make about the gems being removed? I don't know. See, that's one of those things out there that can help people, support the belief that there's another chase or there's another chest or I don't know. I think he just took them out. I don't know. It's the simplest answer. He just didn't put them in there. Fly me to the moon. That was one. That was one that I had problems with. Does page 141 have? Does that picture have a moon on it? I think it's 139 or 141. I can never remember the page. No, I'm wrong. Those aren't the pages. Shit. Page was 39 or 41. That's what I meant. Not 130. 39, 41. No, there's no moon on that page. Another moon on the back, the end. See, cut down tree stumps. Cute kid. Oh, the one who sings them. Yeah, she was cutie. Cutie kid. Oh shit. What other ideas you guys get? How long are you guys gonna stick around? I don't mean tonight. I mean in the chase. You guys have a date, something specific? I mean, there's got to be a breaking point where everyone says "F this" and I'm done. Synonyms, yeah. I mean, I can get on board with synonyms. I think and certain, yeah, yeah, I can get on board with that. How long do you guys stay around? Seriously, I mean, 2 years. You know, June's going to be 2 years. We should all make a pact. Pick a date. Everyone sticks to it, and we just say no more and see you later. Leave the chase forever. Who's in on that? I don't even know if I could do it. Anyone else willing to do it? Convince me to do it? About the end of the year, December 31st, 2022. And that's it. We leave. I should give everyone plenty of time. See, John, it's that kind of those statements. Like you know what you're talking about. That's what I don't drives me nuts. See, when I say so, I'll say, yeah, could be or maybe or I don't agree. But people who talk like they know, come on, dude, you don't know. Water's raging in June. We were planning on crossing anything. Other than that, shoot, the Madison's easier to cross than some of the creeks. It's so wide. We will all be peaking. What, June you want to quit? You're tough, Sherry. I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. I gotta. I don't discount random voices. People who say they know usually don't. Everyone wants to think they're special. They know something. No one else does. And everyone does it. I'm page 99 in the rectangle. Although I admit I don't know for sure what's in it. I would like help. A fool ignores a wise man, and a wise man listens to a fool. Okay. Are you even in Wyoming, John? Home Brown. Home. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, Holy. I mean, I don't think that way, but who knows? He said you didn't need a Spanish dictionary. But home of Indian, yeah, because yeah. I mean, there was a time where I thought home of Brown was over at Pahasca Teepee. So I mean, I can see how you get there. Sherry, I'll be honest, I don't really know what to think about that. Sometimes I think he did find it then. Um, and the one thing it's impossible to overlook is that Puerto Rico application. I mean, that's a fact. That happened. Now, is it possible he already had some money and was going to do that anyways without the trust? Yeah, I guess it's possible, but unlikely. Now, what did he tell Forrest? Uh, I don't know. I mean, I think he probably told him. I mean, if I had to bet on it, yeah, I'd probably bet he found it and then he told Forrest that he didn't move it, but he did move it. That's what I would bet. I mean, Jack's all about Jack. I mean, he's going to control the situation. So even if he had moved it and Forrest caught him, like let's Forrest, we know this didn't happen. Well, we don't know, but I think it's pretty obvious it didn't happen. Let's say he tells Forrest I moved it, and Forrest goes out there, or I did not move it, and Forrest goes out there and it's gone. Well, then what? So what? Jack still got the chest wherever he put it. Who cares if he ended up lying to Forrest, right? So I think he moved it. No, John is your solution in Wyoming, right? Wyoming. I'm not following some crazy guy called and sent an email. Sent an email to Forrest. And he was calling a Babe Ruth shot. Not sure what you're talking about. Jack knows. I don't think Jack knows. No offense, Jack. I don't think you're still here, but hold on, guys. I'm doing something here on my CTR. All right, sorry. My first solution was the Yellowstone. All I got was an empty treasure book and a sour bottle of this. Archaeology is fun. So I guess you don't think it was Yellowstone. Sour it was. I don't know, guys. I can't take the Sherry's approach as nice as it sounds, but so John, you said you're in Yellowstone. Where do you think the chest was hidden? Yellowstone or Wyoming, not Yellowstone or Montana? What? Oh, man, I'm still here, guys. I'm just taking care of something real quick. I'm not sure you're getting that, John. Yeah, I definitely have an expiration clock. I don't know when that day is, but I've felt it coming on for quite a while, really for the last year or so. My time away when I go away, has increased, and when I come back, it's less engagement. I mean, rarely type in chat these days. If I do, I'm almost back to a lurker now. I'll pipe in every now and then if I think, someone said something wrong or something. What do you mean you don't have a solve to share, John? It means you don't want to share your solve, or you don't have a solve? That's the other thing, the secrecy. Oh my God, people being secret for nothing. I can't stand it. And what's there to be secret about? He did graduate with a Master's of Science, but not a med degree. Is there a fight at the Oscars or something today? Will Smith got into a fight with Chris Rock at the Oscars? What? Yeah, see this. It's not even shown. I'll watch tomorrow. So I ordered a DNA test. You guys ever do any of those? Should be getting the next week or so, hopefully. Should be cool. We'll see. He slapped him. Come on, dude. Seriously. Damn, Will Smith like went up and whacked him and yelling at him from the audience. Things got heated. Wow. That's crazy. Well, fun excitement. Yeah, Holy, that's the one I did. It's scheduled to be here April 10th, I think. So I guess a little more than a week, but in 2 weeks. I mean, I have a pretty good idea what I'm getting, but whatever, it's fine. Might be some surprises in there. I did another one too. I did the 20. That one's off to what it shit, which one? Family Tree DNA. I did that one too. This is sort of flunking out. What? Why do I have this up in the corner and then I also have my I don't know what's going on here. What's going on? Whoa, no joke. I think I'm missing something. Oh, whoa, no joke. Are you talking about the Will Smith thing? That wasn't a joke. Will Smith went up there and smacked the hell out of him. We're dwindling here, guys. Anybody else got anything? Everyone's quieted up on me. Man, I want a new guitar. I've been talking about getting a guitar for like 2 years. I'll take the plunge one of these days. Get one. What's going on over there, guys? Everyone's so quiet. All right, guys. Well, it's been a couple hours, so everyone seems to be winding down. All right, last chance. Anybody else? Anything else you guys want to talk about? All right. Well, hey, glad. Thanks for coming by. I'm gonna log off now. I don't know when I'll come back on. Whenever, sometime. You never know. But hey, it's nice chatting with everybody. It's been a while, so I hope everyone's doing well, and everyone have a good Sunday, rest of your Sunday night, and a good week. And we'll see you around the chats. Talk to you soon. Bye.